How you doing, Jeff?
Pretty good.
I'd like to show you something now with some coins. I call this the impossible 4-coin trick. You know why I call it the impossible 4-coin trick?
No.
Well, for one thing, it uses 4 coins. But I'm going to do this trick for you 4 times. The first time I do it, you're going to be surprised. The second time, you're going to be bewildered. The third time I do it, you're going to be amazed. But the fourth time I do it, you're going to say that it's impossible. Now, if I wiggle my hand like this, would you be surprised to know that one of those coins has actually disappeared? Well, it really doesn't disappear. It just kind of travels down to here. Now, that's the first coin. But what's bewildering is that if I close my hand over the coins and I give a wiggle of both hands, the second coin goes across. Now, you know what the differences between these 2 coins and these 2 coins are, Jeff?
No.
These 2 coins haven't traveled. But what's really amazing is that if I wiggle my hands, the next coin actually goes across. Now, so far, you've been surprised, bewildered, and amazed. But I didn't say I was going to do that. I call this the impossible 4-coin trick, and I do that for a reason. What I'd like you to do is open your hand. I'm going to give you the 3 coins to hold. I want you to close your hand over it really tight, turn it palm down. And I'm going to take this last coin, toss it right into your hand. If you'll open your hand, count them out so they could all hear them. 1, 2, 3,
4.
4 $half. The impossible 4-coin trick. Hey Jeff, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm going to show you something now that I call the impossible 4-coin trick. Do you know why I call it the impossible 4-coin trick, Jeff?
No.
Well, for one thing, it uses 4 different coins. But I'm going to do this trick for you 4 times, Jeff. The first time, you may be surprised. The second time, you're going to be bewildered. The third time I do this trick, you're going to be amazed. But the fourth time I do this trick, you're going to say that it's impossible. And would you be surprised to know that when I wiggle my hand, one of those coins actually disappears? Well, it really doesn't disappear. It just travels over to here. That's the first coin. It's the first coin. But if I close my hand and I wiggle both hands, think you heard it come? The second coin has gone across. That's bewildering. But what's really even more than that, what's amazing is if I wiggle both hands again, the third coin goes across. So far, Jeff, you've been bewildered, surprised, and amazed. But what would be impossible is to make this coin go over. That would be the impossible thing. So I'm going to need your help for this. What I want you to do is open your hand. I'm going to give you these 3 coins to hold. I want you to close your hand over the coins, turn it palm down, because I said I'm going to do something impossible with this last coin. What I'm going to do is make this coin go over to your hand, just like this. Open your hand. I'm out onto the hands and count what you got there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And there we go, the impossible 4-coin trick. Thank you. You know, has it ever happened to you, you walk into the room to get something, and then you forget what you went into the room for to begin with? You know, sometimes I wonder if I have problems with my short-term memory. But you know, it's still funny because even if that happens, I still remember what I did on my 5th birthday. And I was thinking about the long-term, short-term memory process, and I realized that I could demonstrate that using coins. And I've got a purse, and I've got some coins in there. 3 coins. They start in the right hand, but I'm going to place them into my left. Now, if I wait a second, one of those coins remembers that it started in the right hand. Kind of strange. Let me do that again. I'm going to place the 2 coins into my right hand. When I put them in my left and I pick this one up, one of them remembers that it started out in the right hand. And if I wait a second, there it goes. It arrives back. This is kind of fun. Let me do that again. And let me take the coin, place it into my hand just like that. But if I take it back, it may remember, just like before, there it goes. And it started off in the right hand. Now, that's kind of interesting. That's short-term memory. But I could actually use the same thing to demonstrate long-term memory. So I can take all the coins and hold them right over here. And if I wait a minute, those coins remember that they weren't in the left hand. They weren't in the right hand either. No, they actually started off way back in that purse at the beginning of the routine. Thank you. Hey, you guys want to see a coin fly? Watch this. Ta-da! All right, so it's a lame joke, I know. But I really can make these coins fly, just that I have to make them fly by magic. So let me take one of the coins and throw it up in the air invisibly and catch it right over there. And that first coin goes across. Now, you saw the coin over here, and it ended up over here, but you couldn't see it travel. That's because it went by magic. But if you listen very carefully, even if you can't see it go, you can hear it arrive. As I take the second coin and invisibly make it go up in the air and catch it over here. And that second coin goes right across. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, you know, I still couldn't see it travel. And the problem with that is that if I try and do it any slower, you're going to see it, but it's not going to look very magical. Not very magical at all. So I'm going to try and do it again magically, but I'm going to do it magically with a little bit of style and pizzazz. As I go ahead and I'm going to make this coin invisibly go up in the air, and I'm going to catch it behind my back like this. I think we got it. 1, 2, 3 coins. And that's the retro fly. Every time I perform, I like to have with me an opening act, and I'm very lucky because I have a bunch of guys that have decided to come down and perform for me in order to introduce me, and I'd like to introduce them to you now because they're here. It's the world-famous acrobatic team, the Spicciolini brothers, and I got them right here. How about that? Let me introduce them to you now. The 3 Spicciolini brothers we have, Franco, Mario, and Guido, the 3 brothers who today are going to perform for you. Let's start with Franco. You ready? He's ready. On the count of 3, Franco, up to the shoulders, across the shoulders, and down, arriving at the other end of the stage. How about that? In Italy, there's a word for that, they say. That's a 1. All right, we did it with Franco. We're going to try Mario now. Mario, you ready? He's ready. On the count of 3, Mario, do it. Up to the shoulders, across the shoulders, and down, arriving at the other end of the stage. Thank you. In Italy, they have a word for that. They say, that's a 2. Leaving the youngest brother, Guido, to do the same thing, to go across to join his brothers. On the count of 3, Guido, do it. Up to the shoulders, across the shoulders, and wait, Guido, that's the wrong way. Guido. Man, Guido, I thought you practiced this thing. Yuck. I do magic to put food in my mouth, but this is ridiculous. All right, we'll try that again. On the count of 3, Guido, do it. Up to the shoulders, across the shoulders, and down. Arriving, yes, at the other end of the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It uses 3 old silver dollars, very old silver dollars, as you can see. And if you place them exactly equidistant from each other, you'll see that one of them jumps into this hand. Right? That's 2 over here, right? 1 over here. Right? 2, and, 2 and 1. Oh, okay. Well, let's see, we started out with all 3 in this hand, and if I take this last one and, oh wait, look, that's 3. That's 3. Okay. You know, have you ever seen these before? Coins
no,
like this?
No, no.
Yeah, you want to look at one?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. They're silver dollars, peace dollars. I don't know why they're peace dollars. Oh, right, because we didn't go to that war yet. There are how many? Do you see?
4 there.
There are 4. Would you hold out your right hand, slightly cupped, somewhat relaxed, and yet vigilant? 4 coins, right? And make sure you can see all of them. You can see each and every one of them, right?
Yes, yes,
okay. All right. So $4 there. If I tap here, and one of them flew into your hand, what would you think?
I'd be amazed.
No.
Because I just saw 4 there.
Maybe you just think she thought you was cute. There are 3 left, right? 3 here, right? If I tap here and I tap here, and another one flew, maybe you'd think it was because of the eagle on the back. That would leave me, of course, 2 here, right? So 2 have gone to your hand, and 2 are left in my hand. Now, you might be thinking at this point that I'm simply making them go from my left hand into my right hand and dropping them into your hand. And, you know, you might have a point. Let me just show you that I've got nothing in my hands and there are only 4 coins. Now, if you hold these, watch this one, okay? And I take it and I wave my hand over it. You know what happens? Nothing. But if you say, go,
Go.
she goes. Show them what you've got.
1, 2, 3, 4.